This is the story of the lesson Too Dear by Leo Tolstoy, a lesson from the second PUC English textbook. Set in the tiny kingdom of Monaco, this humorous story shows how a king discovers that sometimes it costs more to punish a man than to simply pay him. If you'd like more second PUC English stories in this cinematic style, let me know in the comments. And if you want this video in Hindi or Kannada, comment below your preferred language. Now, let's begin. There once was a tiny kingdom called Monaco, so small that if you divided all the land equally, each person wouldn't even get an acre. Yet it had all the trappings of royalty: a palace, ministers, generals, an army of 60 men, taxes, courts, and of course, a kinglet who ruled it all. Taxes weren't enough to sustain the kingdom. The kinglet's main income came from a gambling house, the last one left in Europe. Other countries had banned theirs because of the misery they caused, but Monaco kept its roulette table spinning. Visitors from across Europe came to play, lose fortunes, and leave behind despair. The prince, however, lived comfortably off the profits. One day, something shocking happened: a murder. The courts assembled, judges and jurymen debated, and the criminal was sentenced to death by beheading. The prince signed off. If the fellow must be executed, execute him. But Monaco had no guillotine, nor an executioner. They wrote to France. France agreed, but demanded 16,000 francs. Too expensive. Italy offered to do it for 12,000 francs. Still too costly. The ministers even asked their soldiers, but none wanted to take on the grim task. Execution was not part of their training. So, after endless committees and commissions, the death sentence was changed to life imprisonment. The prince could show mercy, and it was cheaper. But Monaco had no proper prison either. They improvised, locked the man in a small room, assigned a guard, and fed him from the palace kitchen. A year later, the kinglet noticed the expense: 600 francs annually for the prisoner's upkeep. And the man was young. He could live 50 more years. The king demanded a cheaper solution. The ministers suggested dismissing the guard. The prisoner could fetch his own food. If he ran away, so be it. But he didn't. Every day he collected his meal, returned to his cell, and locked himself in. Finally, they told him outright, "We don't want to keep you. Just leave." But the prisoner refused. His character was ruined. He had no place to go, no habit of working anymore. They had sentenced him to death, then life imprisonment, then made him fetch his own food. And now they suddenly wanted him gone? He chose to stay. The ministers debated again. Feeding him for decades was too costly. So they offered him a pension, 600 francs a year, paid in advance, if he agreed to leave the prison. The prisoner accepted. He moved to the countryside, lived quietly, and collected his pension until the end of his days. Thus, in the little kingdom of Monaco, justice was not only a matter of law, but of economics. The prince discovered that punishment could be too dear, and sometimes the cheapest solution was simply to pay the criminal to go away.